And if you remember in past videos, this is where my celery was.
Okay, number one, you're going to get the yield of a mild jalapeno. Help you.
Hey YouTube, it's MIgardener here.
Hey YouTube, it's MIgardener, and I know I've not seen you in a while, and I know you've not seen me in a while, so you may be wondering, how am I different? Well, if you're guessing haircut, you're right. I got a haircut because I'm going to homecoming with Bree, and we had decided that my hair had been too long, and so I cut it. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here today to show you how to save some tomato seeds, and there's many different ways to do it, but I have two ways that are really easy and really actually pretty fun. Aside from one, it's kind of stinky, but it's way easier than the other method I'm going to show you. But I will be making videos every week. I'm sorry that I was about a week and a half from my last one. I know you're thinking like, oh my gosh, no way, big deal, but yeah, I had no means of getting to a camera, and I actually am going to be getting a new camera fairly soon because I don't like the quality in this one. I think I can do a little bit better still. So I'm going to be getting a new camera, which is pretty exciting. And also I have more plans for the contest. It didn't go over as well as I could, and the winners for Green Earth 2, Alan, and I believe it was, who else had their name? If I'll remember your name and I'll put your name up on the screen. If you're watching and your name's up there, I'm going to put a link to your page so everyone can view it, because that's one cool thing. And also send me your address and I'll send you some seeds, because there wasn't enough people that had contributed. I don't know why. Maybe people don't like salsa or thought it was too complicated. I thought it was fairly easy. But either way, it's no big deal. I just want to show everyone that I'm still going to follow through. But I just would rather not spend $30 when there's really no competition. You know what I mean? Because there's only 4 people, and the one person got disqualified because they didn't even follow the rules. So I got 3 people, and so I have 3 really good prizes. All are the same. I got some McDonald's Delight seeds and a ton of varieties of really rare tomatoes that I'll be giving away to you guys for doing the contest and contributing. And hopefully next time, people, if you are watching, you'll contribute, because I have every plan of following through, and I have some more great contest ideas. So stay tuned for those. And got way off topic here. Now I'm going to show you the method on saving tomatoes. Stay tuned. Alright, so the first method is very simple. You take your tomato that you'd like to save, and this is a hillbilly tomato. I won't be using this because it has just a little bit of blight. If your tomatoes have blight, don't use them. This is just for demonstration purposes, and you're just going to want to cut it in half, and see, you can see all those seeds right there, and that's the key reason why I'm getting a new camera. Has problems focusing. Either way, you get the point. So you get the seeds, and you're going to want to find those seed cavities that Bree talked about in How to Freeze Tomatoes. There's seed cavities, and in those seed cavities are the seeds, obviously. And so your first method, you're just going to take a spoon, and you're just going to scrape into that seed cavity, just like that. And you're going to just put the seeds on the paper towel or a napkin if you have that, and then you just take your spoon or a spatula and you just spread it out, spread the goo out, and then the seeds should disperse with it, and then you have your seeds right there. And then you can take your marker and label it hillbilly. And that's really easy. Then you just let those dry, and they'll naturally be ready to plant. Because what happens when a tomato plant drops its fruit there's a sprout inhibitor on the seeds, and basically these two methods that I'm doing are basically just getting the sprout inhibitor off of the seeds and making it cleaner for you to work with here. And so basically what I've been doing while I've been talking is just scooping the seeds and the goop, all of it, even the pulp, into the jar. And you want to use a clear jar, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. And so you're just going to have you're going to have a bunch of goop in there. Then you're going to take just a knife and just kind of perforate up the, kind of make just a mush with it. And this is going to make your base for the yeast culture. Then you're going to take just a little bit of water, just enough to make it kind of a slurry. Then you're going to take a coffee filter, and I'll get that and I'll show you that really quick. Alright, so I had everything besides the coffee filter. So then you're going to take your coffee filter, set it over the top of the jar, take a rubber band, put it over the top of the jar just like that. If I can get my hands out of the way there. Make sure the rubber band is secured. Then you just label it. And there you have it. Oops. Well, the rubber band didn't stay. But you get the point. See? So you're just going to leave that on, just like that, for several days. And it's going to mold on the top. The mold is normal. That's the fermentation process. Here is one that I've had going for a while now. As you can see, yellow pear. And I've already scooped the mold off. There's a little bit more that's formed in the bottom. Of course, you can't really see it, but that's totally fine. You're going to want to scrape off the mold and continue the process. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to, after 3 days, you're going to want to take your, here, I'm going to move you over here really quick so I can show you. You're going to want to take your seeds and your little strainer, and you're going to want to just pour your seeds into that strainer. Get all of the seeds out. Okay? And then you're just going to run these under some water here. Oopsie, sorry. Okay, there we go. Just going to run them under some water. Wash off all the excess goop and sprout inhibitor. Just give them a good rinse off. And then just shake them out. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take, let's see, alright, sorry, move you one more time. Okay, so and now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your spoon again, and you're just going to scrape all the seeds back into the jar. And then you're going to just add some water. And as you can see, they sink to the bottom. And anything floating is, it's a bad seed. So you're going to want to scoop that out with a spoon. I have no floating debris, which is good. And see, as you can see there, you want to, that's why, right there I was going to tell you, that's why you want to use a clear jar, because if they have a label, it kind of prohibits you from seeing any floating things. But as you can see right there, in that clear little spot, there's nothing floating. So then you're going to take your strainer, you're going to pour them back into the strainer. Remember to wash out your jar, because the seeds will tend to stick to the sides of the jar now that they don't have any slimy seed inhibitor on them. And you're going to want to get them well drained. And I will get back to you when I'm ready with the next step. Alright, so I've prepared my wax paper, which is what you want to use. Then you just take your seeds, smack them down there really good, and take like the back of a knife and just kind of evenly disperse them. A spoon would work, but I find that they actually stick to the spoon. But of course they also kind of stick to the knife blade as well. Or you could probably just use your hand and just disperse them. And you're going to want to set these seeds out for at least 24 hours in a cool, ventilated area so they can dry. And then when they're dry, these are seeds that I've already gotten done. As you can see, they slide off very easily. No need to get any paper stuck to them or anything. And of course these are McDonald's Delights. So you're just going to label your little baggie, and then you're just going to funnel them into the little baggie. And they should stay, if you have them in a cool spot, they should stay for a fairly long time. So now I'm going to get those done and I will conclude. And so now you have a bag of viable seeds ready to go for next year. And of course you always want to save just the heirlooms, because if they're hybrids you're going to get some freak tomato next year. So it's really that simple. 2 varieties, always easy, always simple. That's the way I choose, of course. And remember, as always, remember to grow big or go home. And check us out on the web at www.facebook.com/MIgardener. I will talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.